Lily Price, Logan Rear, Reed Ryder, Peyton Smith, and Andrew Toman. Congratulations.
The Silver Chapter Degree FFA pin highlights those students who are just one step away from earning their prestigious Wisconsin State FFA degree. These students have demonstrated growth among their supervised agriculture experiences and met all additional requirements for receiving this honor. And I'm proud to announce this year's list of recipients. Representing this year's 2021 Chapter Degree Award winners are Braden Ryan, Walker Marty, Amber Trutman, Angela Cash, Austin Welkley, Jackson Eiler, Grant Grossen, Ellie Gustafson, Cassidy Compood, Megan Peters, Nick Rowe, Alexis Schenkel, Ian Schwartzlow, Hayden Wing, and Caden Worth. Congratulations.
January 31st marks an important deadline, the due date for the Wisconsin State FFA degree. Mr. Innigan works with eligible students using the online program named AET in order to complete this 20-some page application. With that being said, there's no degrading in the value of this award. I was fortunate to earn this honor last year and know the amount of time and effort it takes to complete this lengthy process. So State FFA degree recipients, stand proud and tall. You're a very deserving bunch of FFA members, and the Wisconsin State FFA degree is an award of much prestige. You will get to witness this firsthand when you walk across the stage at the State FFA convention. Recipients of this award are Logan Bauman, Sarah Brockup, Hannah Clark, Mackenzie Eartham, Braylon Hosley, Nicole Lair, and Carter Worth. Congratulations.
I'd like to recognize those students that have worked hard to allow our chapter to thrive financially. They are the top salespersons for our chapter, and they've all earned at least $1,000 in gross fruit and pork sales, which helps offset individual costs for members attending FFA events. With our chapter budget in mind, we've always set the goal of $400 per FFA member in sales. So with these students earning more than double that, they've definitely done their part for the chapter and are very deserving of their respective plaques. Congratulations, keep up the great work, and most of all, thank you. Earning $1,006 for our chapter, Zoe Endres. Earning $1,091 for our chapter, Grant Grossen. Earning $1,112 for our chapter, Kaylin and Andrew Tolman. Earning $1,164 for our chapter, Harley Dish. Earning $1,165 for our chapter, Tristan Flanagan. And receiving a larger plaque for top salesperson, earning $6,110 for our chapter, Logan Bauman. Congratulations.
Dan Carlin believed in the future of agriculture. He believed in the science and technology needed to keep agriculture productive and efficient without disregard to our natural resources, in particular, the soil. An active and vocal leader with the Monticello FFA alumni, Greene County Farm Bureau, and Monticello Lions Club, Dan Carlin lived his life with a passion for community development and the sustainability of agriculture. The FFA Creed states that I will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. And Dan epitomized the truth behind that statement and by standing up for what he believed in through his words and actions. After Dan's passing, it was decided to create an award that recognized a student that stood for what Dan believed in, leadership through the community involvement in agriculture. It is my privilege to present this year's Daniel J. Carlin Memorial Leadership Award to Natalie Rowe. Natalie has served this past year as chapter president with unquestionable leadership, and her FFA involvement is not recent. In fact, Natalie has been a member since the 7th grade and has been actively involved ever since her membership began, creating a list of FFA activities too numerous to mention. And I would like to mention a few that stand out though. Speaking, Natalie has competed in numerous FFA speaking contests, including Creed, Prepared Parliamentary Procedure, and discussion meet, and even more impressive, Natalie has qualified for sectionals in every event listed. Another notable to mention is soils judging. Not only has Natalie helped earn several first-place team plaques, but she's currently the Wisconsin FFA Individual State Champion. Natalie's soils judging success is largely due to her willingness to give back. Twice, Natalie has set up practice contests for our chapter, which has allowed other members to practice and experience that same level of success that she has. This past year, the Follow Southwest contest was canceled, and Natalie still created a practice contest for Monticello FFA members to compete in. Lastly, I'd like to mention Natalie's leadership. Not only has Natalie served as FFA officer for the past 2 years, but she has also organized and executed the FFA Week activities over the past 2 years, and I'd like to personally thank you for taking the time and effort to do so, making FFA Week that much more memorable. Thanks. It is without further ado that I present this year's Daniel J. Carlin Leadership Award to Natalie Rowe. Natalie, your positive energy and enthusiasm has created for some outstanding leadership, and I'm pleased to present you with this very deserving cube. Congratulations.
As always, I'd like to first take the opportunity to thank the kitchen for this evening's meal. I'd like to thank my wife, Jody, for your advice and support. Do you guys mind if I just spoke without this? Can I do that? Is Alan here? Hope he can hear it. All right, so I'm going to speak without the microphone because the echo, give you guys a lot of credit for the patience you have. It's hard to speak with this, and then we're trying to coincide it with the live streaming, and frankly, at this point, I don't think it's worth using the mic anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and begin my part, okay? All right, as I was stating before, I'd like to thank the kitchen for tonight's meal. I'd like to thank my wife, Jody, for her support and advice throughout another year of FFA. I'd like to thank administration for your encouragement and belief in FFA. I'd like to thank parents for your willingness to help out when needed, and to the Monticello FFA alumni members that are here and those watching from home. Though you are not here, I still want to thank you as well, and let it be known that the Monticello FFA alumni is still working and planning for summer activities. And most importantly, they are hoping and praying for normalcy back in our community and our lives. Thank you to everyone that is here and everyone watching. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the FFA members and this year's officer team for being better than great. You were offered the majority of the workload with FFA activities this year, and in return, I was only able to give back canceled or virtual opportunities. That act in itself is selfless, and I'm proud of your willingness to always be there to work, plan, and lead. Now, I can move forward with this evening's speech talking about past successes or COVID blunders, but I don't want to dwell on that any further. Instead, I want to talk about memories of this year's group of seniors. Though not all the memories that I'll share are positive, they are definitely memorable. And I want you to know that as much as you have had my back as a teacher, I've definitely had your backs as a class. Let it also be known that I didn't always feel this way about this group of seniors. As freshmen, I would be lying if I said that I was in love with this class. In fact, they tested me as much as any class. But as they developed additional respect for me, I definitely gained the utmost respect for this group, and they will go down as one of the most memorable groups that I've ever worked with. Now let's get to the memories. Please keep in mind, not all of these memories are positive. Hopefully, at least they're humorous. For example, there are a lot of things that I never knew about this group of seniors. I never knew that Peter had such a strong interest in the pork industry. I learned of this while visiting Purdue University's research farm at the National FFA Convention, and I was quite impressed with his strong interest. I also learned that Brock and Harley served as the perfect couple for the 9th grade dinner etiquette simulation. And as a result, Lucas's jealousy wouldn't allow him to join FFA until his senior year. Or Natalie. Though I teased her of being a crazy driver, it was really only sarcasm. After watching her drive at a snail's pace, come to a complete stop, turn on her signal, and then proceed on about a week after her driver's license, and that was exiting the parking lot. Or Mason. I never knew that deep down he really wanted to be a teacher. I learned of this when he spent more time asking about our small engines in ag power class than when he was supposed to be welding during his sophomore year. Or McKenna and Alexa, who I could never figure out. In fact, I had to get the real scoop from Harley and Haley all the time, as they always filled me in on who Tyler was dating. Didn't say they were positive. And there are other memories too. Like, for example, I never knew that Logan Bloom was a mathematical wizard, or that Riley and Haley can remodel a chicken coop faster than most home contractors, or that Megan and Kaylin specialize as wildlife artists and whitetail shoulder mounts, or that Emma made the front cover of Gas Engine magazine, or that Mackie was so poised in her job interview competitions that her judges deemed her as being too relaxed. Or Tristan, who knows more about goats than Peter would ever like to know about pigs. Or Alyssa, who reminds me of every stupid thing I've ever said, done, or posed for with a picture on FFA trips daily. Or Cade, our composting genius. This stems all the way back to National FFA Convention when he felt wasteful for ordering a breakfast pizza just to find out that he couldn't eat it all, and he was mad because nobody else even wanted to try it. Seniors, there's no doubt that you left me with a wealth of memories, and there's many more that I haven't mentioned. I leave you with your recognition as seniors at your tables. But most importantly, I leave you the reminder that as much as you challenged me dating back to your freshman year, you made me a better teacher and advisor, and I thank you for that. Best of luck in your future endeavors, and congratulations. We can proceed on with our installation of new officers.
Actually, we're not going to proceed on with the installation of new officers. The old officers have a slight plot twist. Actually, all the seniors have a surprise. We have a present for Mr. Indergan because he's been such a great advisor and teacher to us all the years. You can open it.
In front of everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the wrong side, but.
Thank you. Right, you should have went with no microphone. Ooh. All right. That's my name. Very nice.
Hope you like it.
Thank you. I do. And that's going to be warm, so it's hopefully going to be a while before I can wear it.
Now we will continue with the installation.
It's up to you if you want to use it or not.
Okay. Nikki, as parliamentarian-elect, your duties require you to act as a liaison between the advisor and the rest of the officers, and offer parliamentary assistance as needed at chapter meetings. You will also work with the vice president in their dealings and provide your leadership and knowledge to these committees. May your advice and leadership prove beneficial in the running of the FFA organization.
Ian, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and expenses and to give regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the chapter budget and in maintaining sound financial practices.
Logan, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for the meeting room and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies.
Angela, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA publication. You should keep a record of pictures and articles published. Alexis, as secretary-elect, you have been nominated to keep chapter minutes, carry on chapter correspondence, and prepare agendas. You are also responsible for maintaining membership rosters and records of past degree winners. Congratulations. Sarah, as vice president-elect, your record of accomplishments indicates you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the president in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in their absence, and keep all committees working effectively. Congratulations.
Hannah, as president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of the Monticello chapter for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding the Monticello chapter in all worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office. It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Congratulations. Now, do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office and will do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do.
We do. Before we adjourn tonight's FFA banquet, I'd like to announce that we need to put tables and chairs away. If anyone is able to assist in this, it would be greatly appreciated. Madam Secretary, do you have any record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn the meeting of the Monticello FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, okay.
I now declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
I thought you said go back to your chair.
No, that's okay.
I know, right?
Do you want to give Harley's flowers to your wife? You might as well. She said you could.
Okay, why don't, it would be better if you guys gave them to her.
I'm gonna grab my